Alright fellas, today we're talking Bodygame. I'm going to go through exactly how Bodygame changed my life, specifically as an introvert. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to expect me to be like, oh yeah, I got all these girls and this and that. That did happen, but that's just a side effect of Bodygame. That's not what I wanted to talk about. The main thing I wanted to talk about is just the amount of confidence it really gave me as a person, right? Because as an introvert, you already know, like an actual introvert. When I say introvert, I'm not talking about what other people talk about. A lot of other people are like, I'm an introvert and they're popular in school, they're cool in school. I was legitimately the lamest kid in high school. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm probably under exaggerating by saying that, to be honest. But I was legitimately, like, nobody knew I existed in any class unless the teacher was like, hey, is this right, Luther? And they'd be like, who the fuck? People literally said, I remember a moment in chemistry class where the teacher was talking and she thought she was wrong. So she was like, I'm not sure if that's right. And she said, is that right, Luther? Everybody in the class was like, who the fuck is Luther? What is she talking about? And they're looking around, and then I start talking, they're like, what the fuck, who is that kid? That's how lame I was. Anyways, the reason Bodygame gives you a lot of confidence in yourself is not just because of your physique improves, it's because confidence in itself is literally your ability to confide in yourself, right? So a lot of times when we're trying to reach fitness goals, we're making New Year's resolutions, we're constantly lying to ourselves, we're constantly saying, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna lock in, but you're not doing those things. And that really affects your confidence, it affects your self-esteem. However, when you say, you know what, I'm gonna put on some muscle, I'm gonna be consistent in the gym, I'm gonna do what I need to do in the kitchen. When you actually do those things and you have integrity to actually execute when it comes to nutrition, when no one's looking, right? When you're building your physique and people are like, what are you doing? Stop doing that. And you ignore that and you do what's best for yourself, that's gonna give you a lot of confidence in yourself. Because once you get to the other side of that, once you get to the other side of being consistent, you're gonna see your physique, right? You're gonna see the physique that you wanted, or at least improvements in your physique, and you're gonna see that you're keeping commitments to yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, no one has to live with all the lies you tell yourself except you. You see what I'm saying? So if you're constantly lying to yourself, people don't know you're lying to yourself, but you know you're lying to yourself. And that's where the issue comes in, all right? So just being on Bodygame, doing what you need to do physically, mentally, is gonna really help you in that aspect, right? Your self-confidence is gonna go up. That's one thing. Number two, obviously respect from others is gonna go up. Like, even with language barriers, you know, when I'm in South Florida, you know, the Haitians and Jamaicans, I'm Haitian, but the Haitians, Jamaicans, the Spanish people, they all respect me. You know, the Spanish people, they be like, oh, are they, like that. Just respect, right? Because they know it takes hard work, right? If Bodygame didn't take hard work, no one would really give a fuck about it. If it was just easy to have Bodygame, you could just wake up, do whatever you want to, it wouldn't be impressive, right? What's hard to achieve, what's rare, is always valuable, period, all right? Because it's hard to achieve and a lot of people aren't willing to do it. People aren't willing to be consistent, all right? People make excuses, people don't do it. So your respect from others is definitely gonna go up just because they're like, okay, this guy takes, you know, his physique seriously, he pays attention to what he consumes. Like, we are very, very judgmental as human beings. So when you see somebody, whether you know it or not, when you see somebody, if you see they have a big ass stomach, even in business, if you see someone has a big ass stomach, you know that they can't trust themselves and they give into all temptation. So you're gonna be less likely to, you know, do business with them than someone who's in shape. And you're like, okay, this person is disciplined, this person probably has a bedtime, this person is self-aware, and they pay attention to what they eat on a daily basis. Because best believe, here's the thing, before people say, oh, it's so vain, how dare you judge someone on being out of shape? If you're in shape, that just means that you're self-aware of what you're consuming on a daily basis. If you have a big ass stomach and you're like 40% body fat, that just means you literally have no idea what you're consuming on a daily basis and you don't pay attention to detail, all right? Now, also means you don't have discipline. Fitness is like the basis of, fitness and Bodygame is the basis of all disciplines. Like, that discipline that you get from that goes into all other aspects of your life, because the journey of getting fit in itself, it creates so much self-awareness that it's kind of insane, right? It's like, we think it's this physical journey where, oh, I look more physically, you know, I have muscle, oh, and goofy shit like that. But it's not that vain. It's like, you are mastering yourself. If you can't master yourself, you can't master anything, right? You literally won't be able to. So when you control what you consume, when you show up to the gym, no matter if you're happy, mad, sad, when you eat the ground turkey, when you wanted to eat cookies, that is gonna literally change your mindset and give you a lot of discipline. Then it's gonna go into your work, and it's gonna go into relationships. And that's another thing. Another thing, Bodygame, how it changed my life, obviously, is like the whole dating aspect. I know a lot of people are interested in that, but the whole dating aspect is obviously gonna change, because if you're in shape, chicks are just gonna want you. It is what it is. I made many videos on this already. I really don't have to explain it, but especially if you're an introvert, obviously, you know, you don't talk a lot, you don't approach a lot, you don't do any of those things. When I got on Bodygame, mind you, I never approached a chick in my life, right? Never approached a chick in my life when I, started getting fit and stuff like that. I would have chicks literally just like in the gym, just like pull up on me at work, start conversations, or just straight up compliment me, girls DMing me, all this different stuff, Snapchatting me. I don't know how they got my Snapchat. Apparently their friend would like give me their Snapchat, or I'd see a chick at work and she'd be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then, her friend would Snapchat me. I'd be like, I don't know who you are, I'm gonna block you. And they'd be like, wait, no, this is, Shirley's friend from work or some shit like that. Or this is Shirley's friend, the girl that you work with, or something like that. And they would like, shit like that. A lot of those situations started happening, right? Because a lot of you guys struggle, with chicks or genuine desire. Obviously, you can't pull every chick in the world. Every girl has types and shit like that, right? Every girl's in a different phase. Maybe they're looking for, stability. Maybe someone's looking to have fun. All that shit is different, right? But you're not going to deal with a chick with genuine desire until you have the body game, right? Like, I'm talking about genuine desire. I'm not talking about just, oh, let me just be in a relationship, blah, blah, blah. That's not what I'm talking about. That's a whole different topic. I'm talking about just like genuine desire. You're just never going to be in the same room with a chick that has genuine desire, and that's just crazy. You're always going to be like, nah, man, dating so hard. No, they're just not interested in you. It's not that deep. All right, that's something Bodygame taught me as well. It's just like, a lot of times you think like, dang, man, I'm not saying the right thing. Dang, my pickup line wasn't right. Hey, goofy ass shit like, hey, do you run track? Or what was that pickup line? Do you run track or something? And they're like, no. And then you say you run it through your mind or some goofy shit like that. Pickup lines like that do not fucking matter. All right, if you're in shape and you're a girl's type, and you have your shit together, and you have the aura that's gonna come with the confidence that you build from even being on Bodygame, then you can literally be like, hey, my name's Jack, my name's this, my name's that, whatever your name is, and they'll be like, wow, he has so much game. Versus if someone's out of shape and disgusting says the same thing, they'll be like, oh my god, what a creep. It's literally that simple, guys. But those are some of the ways that Bodygame will change, your life as an introvert specifically. And for me, since I am an introvert, or, I guess I might still be a gym cell, bro. Don't let some people see this video and be like, damn, this nigga's a gym cell. I might really be a gym cell. It is what it is. Anyways, I usually never started conversations. I was never a conversation starter. So like a lot of times where I go places, people would just start conversations with me, just literally like start conversations with me. And I'll be like, okay, I guess we're talking now. And a lot of situations, like as far as social situations, will be easier because people will start conversations with me or ask me different questions. And when you really go out into the real world, I know we're on social media chronically, and we're like, I know someone swoller than you, I know someone meaner than you. Yeah, there's hella people leaner than me, there's hella people leaner than a lot of people. There's always gonna be someone out there leaner than you, but in reality, on social media, you're seeing literally like 1%. As far as naturals that are aesthetic, you're seeing, and have muscles, you're seeing 1% of people, right, spread across the entire world. Out of 7 billion people, you're literally seeing the same 1% of people on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook every day. You're seeing the same people over and over and over again, right? They can see their abs, they have good shoulders, they're natural. Like, that's a very small percentage of the population. So when you join that percentage of the population, people know that you're rare. You're gonna walk in a room, you're gonna go to the gym, you're gonna go to a grocery store, you're gonna go to maybe a club. I don't go to clubs, so I don't fucking know. But you're gonna go to different situations, and you're gonna be the most fit person there, and people are gonna look at you like, wow, he's definitely different. You're just gonna stand out. It is what it is. You're gonna stand out, but it's not gonna be in the weird, way that you did as an introvert, as a nerd, when your backpack was super big and you're like, excuse me, like I was in high school, right? It's gonna be like in a good way, like, oh, he looks different, and people are just gonna gravitate towards you, and you're gonna have a different energy. Like I said, self-confidence helps you radiate a different energy, right? It makes you really comfortable, like seriously comfortable in yourself, because you keep commitments to yourself. That's a big deal. All right. If anyone is watching this and they're thinking, oh, wow, self-confidence, that's nothing. Listen, self-confidence is keeping commitments to yourself. That's a big deal. When you say you're not going to eat a cookie, and it's 3 days later you're craving a cookie, most people would eat the cookie, right? But self-confidence is when you make that decision that you're going to execute the shit no matter what. And then you delay that gratification, and when you reach your goals or you're getting closer to your goals, you appreciate that you actually locked in. And that's really going to give you that next level confidence. And when you build that momentum as well, it's literally the greatest feeling on earth. A lot of people, unfortunately, will never experience it, but it is a great feeling when you're building that momentum and you're doing what you said you're gonna do, and you're seeing the progress. Your waist is getting smaller, you're seeing the cuts in your shoulders. But also other people are like, yo, what the fuck? I saw you 3 months ago. You look crazy now. Like that's where that self-confidence comes from. It's like, yo, if I can conquer myself, what else can I conquer? That's the mentality you're gonna get. So listen, Bodygame will change more things than you think it will. So make sure y'all lock in and take your goals seriously. I know, New Year's resolution is already quitting shit. Not really talking about them. They might actually be cooked, but if you're serious about your goals, make a decision and stop just, stop not taking yourself seriously. Take yourself seriously, build that self-confidence.